Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and its valuation against the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Um, some things to note. I mean, these drawings I have here were from yesterday. I didn't really delete them. And we were talking about a pending breakout. It seems that we potentially might be seeing that happening right now. Bitcoin is up 5%. It was up a little bit more earlier in the day, but currently we're trading at $62,714. We have now created a new all-time high for us, beating the last all-time high, which was set at $61,781, depending on the exchange that you're on. But if we close above the all-time high today, the previous all-time high, then the game definitely does change, at least in the short term. Again, when we talk about a breakout, we were looking for a daily close above this structure here to help. I guess you could say to help like to ensure that this is the breakout that is happening, because we can wick above it and and come back down. It won't mean much. We could also get rejected and come right back down the next day, like what we saw here. But I think the important part also to take to note of is the all time high. If we're back into uncharted territory, that's price discovery, and that has many implications. One implication is altcoins will bleed, and the US dollar might be fine. Ethereum's a great example of this. It's up 4% for the day. Um, However, it's down against Bitcoin, 0.5%. Uniswap is taking a beating after a pretty good rally yesterday. Same thing with Celsius token, Basic Attention token are also taking a hit. And then you have like Monero, for example. It could indicate that your altcoin positions might be in the hurt if this is the breakout that we think it is. Now, that is not always the case. Uh, One great example of that was if we go to the weekly here and just go to where Bitcoin surpassed its prior all-time high, and essentially, for the better part of a year, um, we're in price discovery, you can argue. And at that time, or at least when Bitcoin came back down and touched the prior all time high, is when we saw altcoins like Litecoin and XRP really start flying. So there are instances and cases where altcoins can do just fine when a Bitcoin is in price discovery, but more likely than not, it is the former. Altcoins will bleed. With that said, how high can we go? Well, when we look at the prior moves of the past couple months, the moves are getting smaller, right? We discussed this as well. We talked about this break of the 20-day and rallying above it was a 92% move. This break to the top was a 33% move. Um, and you can also say, oh, this touch of the 20-day in rally was 124%. So you could see the moves are getting smaller. So I don't know if we're going to put in another 100% if history is going to repeat itself. In fact, it's going to be a lot lower. We could see a 20 some percent move, which is actually falling in line to about maybe $67,000. So potentially we could see a $70,000 Bitcoin if we just round up. That is entirely in the realm of possibility. Some things to note also is to uh, keep in mind where Bitcoin is going to be on the monthly chart. Now, we're only on April 13th. There are 3 weeks ish left of price action for the month of April. So, looking at it now won't definitively indicate like where we're going to close, but I think it's important to note where we are in the monthly RSI. We're at 92.34. And again, we're looking for that sweet spot of 94 to 96 on the RSI to indicate some kind of top or potential top. And again, this does not mean it's the macro top, it's just a dollar value top. We could see here on the RSI, it was a double peak, but it indicates two very different values of Bitcoin. Same thing here. It was a double top on the RSI, and that indicated a a high of $4,700 Bitcoin and a $20,000 Bitcoin. So again, just because we have these tops does not mean that it is over. It just means that there is a pullback likely to happen in a some kind of cool down phase. In the case of 2017, it was a bad month. It was a no trend month followed by a rally. In the case of 2013, it was a multi-month long cool down phase. In fact, it was 5 months of cooldown before we saw any kind of significant movement from Bitcoin. So those possibilities are entirely on the table. We are up 6% for the month, so nothing to be getting excited over. But if we do go to $70,000 in valuation with Bitcoin, then this RSI is definitely going to be a tad higher. And the question is will we reach the 94, 95 maybe on the RSI when we do hit $70,000 Bitcoin? Again, entirely in the realm of possibility. But that's essentially what I wanted to talk to you guys about today about Bitcoin. Also, keep in mind that the dominance is always something to keep it to look at. We are currently up on the dominance, obviously because of what Bitcoin is doing. But also note how far we've come. We've broken past the third support band that I had drawn out here, and we actually touched down to the top of this band here, this orange band. So, question arises at this point where dominance may go, and the logical explanation is, well, if Bitcoin is going to go into price discovery, start rallying, most likely we're going to see Bitcoin dominance rise a bit. How high, we're not sure. You can argue that maybe to this previous support band might act as resistance now. But that will be answered with time. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.